good morning everyone. So thanks for coming here. Alright, so Saturday morning, I think quite tired for all of you, right? You're busy for 5 days to coming here. So grateful to see all of you. Alright, so front row very empty. Okay, never mind, it's usual. Okay, so today we are here by ourselves, NS Postcode Malaysia. So I think some of you quite surprised, eh? How come you guys coming here without any like Swissma or Lysa or Unison out there, right? So you thought you're coming here to know some system design or product. Sorry, you are in the wrong room now, but you are here already. Okay, so no worry, today we are focusing on the material. Okay, so although this is a bit like too far from you, so today I will just try to let you know that actually not too far, it's something that you need to choose only, just that you're not aware of it. Because for example, you go to Lysa, alright, then maybe just come to introduce you about the end product, the roofing walling, the system, right? But actually in behind you support them on the material. What kind of material suitable for a project, warranty, all this. So today we just flip around. Today we are here, right, to let you know about our products and how do we assess it, right? And how do you ensure that the product you choose is right, okay? So, so today the topic is talking about the evolution of coated steel in modern construction. The last two is very important, quality control, right? So as mentioned by Daniel, we have the plant in Kappa, and we have this Blue Scope Adventure. We welcome you to come to our factory to visit, right? I think some of you maybe visit our factory before, right? But I think because of the distance and the time, all this, you can't really so-called easily come to factory to visit, and you don't know how to do the quality control of this. So today we kind of bring our factory today to Penang here, right, to show you that all this so-called the basic quality control, that maybe you can also use it to assess the supplier that given you the sample or the proposal. Okay, so we're not that so-called rocket science. You can just learn something today that how you're going to assess the material wise when they submit you the sample. All right. Okay. Next. Really not function. Okay. You want me to press it? Let me just try it first. Okay, it's good. Not really. Okay, go back. The pointer gets some problem. So maybe then you just help me to flip it. Okay. Okay, next slide. Okay, so before I start, just to give some mind sharing, which means that a lot of time when you choose the cars, right? When people say, "Hey, this car is I will use the best quality steel for you," but a bit expensive, You think it's reasonable, because you protect my life, right? My asset, everything. Okay, but next slide. Okay, so no, go back. Okay, so if the car factory saying, "Hey, I reduce my steel grade, okay, I give you the car that cheaper," then maybe you think, "Hey, you think I'm stupid, or stupid actually, not stupid, also, right? Because you're thinking that the life is I just try to risk my life for that, is it? No, right? Because you're thinking that I don't want to downgrade my steel grade. I want to protect myself with the better steel, right? The steel grade can protect me of the car itself, right? So next slide. So for housing or properties, actually you can Google it, what it means by housing or properties. Actually is the shelter of weather, security, living space, privacy to store belongings, and comfortably live and work, right? So this is the place that store your reputation, your life, your asset, right? So that you need to, then you go ahead, you need to use a quality material, right, to protect it. So not easily that you just downgrade it, because you need to protect everything for yourself or even your building owner, your customer. All the thing is actually inside. And actually you spend, the building owner itself, or whoever inside, you spend more time than your car, right? So this thing actually you need to be careful on that. Okay, next slide. Okay, so most of the time when people think of coated steel, roof and wall, they were just thinking that, hey, as long as can accept is color fading, it's rusted, then okay, I don't really care, it's just outlook only. Right? But it doesn't work that way, because whenever there's a corrosion happening, okay, they will be having this kind of scenario. This is a real case. You see the top right, that one is not starring in the night. Actually, it's corroded until it's perforated. That you see this thing happening. I think quite a lot of architects see this thing for coated steel roof, right? So when this thing happen, So, sorry, I haven't explained the left-hand side. Left-hand side is when corroded, especially screw-fixed one, it cannot resist wind load anymore. Okay, thing will flying off. So when this thing happen, you will be having what? It's not only damage the asset inside, if factory, you affect the operation downtime. Okay, the cost is very high. The cost is very high. So in that case, what can you do in this case when the customer call, hey, Mr. Architect, things is in this scenario, but I need to still operate it, I cannot stop it. So what can we do? So you only can, you can just put the canvas, right, temporarily, right, to cover it, okay, just continue lah, continue do it. But this is setting. Setting is saying that the building owner, the ignorance of the material until they create a new business in the industry. What kind of new business? I show you. This is a new business. It's true case. You can just Google it. You Google temporary solution for water leakage. This thing coming up. You can buy it from the Lazada also, Alibaba also. Okay. So which means that they don't even care of the material that can protect the asset until they create a new business line. That we did canvas that drain out the water. So that's why we need to be careful on the material, not only for the end products, right? So in short is, yeah. So whether it's a building in a good condition or the bad condition, it really depends on the building owner, and also based on the advice from the architects and the engineer also, right? So good or bad, actually it's based on whatever material you choose, okay? Actually, this is AI. I just generate from AI. I just type in and generate this thing. Okay. Next thing. Okay. So today I will just okay. There will be two parts. Sorry to say that today only myself. You will see me for 2 hours. Bear with me So the first session I will just talk about these 5 content, which is type of metallic coating, history of coated steel, then performance and the spec, and what is the mandatory and quality checking for requirement, and where to conduct the assessment. Right. This is kind of the from introduction about the coated steel history until how we do the QC. Okay, so this one will be the part 1. Okay, so before I get into that, when come to the last one, when I talk about the assessment, maybe some of you still thinking, just sitting here, I just listen to it, I can't feel it. So that's why I'm saying that we bring all these things here. So after the section 1, during the break, actually you can go to this table. You can try to use your hand to experience it, how to do the QC work. And how, actually the light box net, not for bye-bye. That one is not for bye-bye, that one is for the QC control in the color assessment. Because most of the time people come to you, you don't know how the quality is. This is how to assess it, right? Okay, next. Okay. The first one we talk about the metallic coating. Okay, for this session, we will be having a surprise here. Okay, we'll give you some quiz. A very, very simple quiz. Then we will be having a power bank, right? Yeah, power bank. Will not charge your phone today, you can just charge it now. Okay, power bank. Okay, so we will be giving out 5 power bank out for this session. Right? So next. Okay, so before I get into that, to be fair now, I need to introduce to you what the metallic coating, how to do it first, then only answer your question. Okay? So this is the metallic coating. I think in the Blue Scope Adventure video just now showed by, then you see that, right? The thing coming up and down. There's a pot, right? Yeah, this is the same pot. All the manufacturer, the difference is coming from here. This is an ingredient, just like secret recipe, right? People will have a different ingredient here, you're coming out different coated steel. This is the same pot. You're either having the same coated or aluminium zinc or other thing, you change from here. The line, everything may be more or less the same, but the quality control different. Okay, so this is the thing. The line is you dip in the base steel, right? Base steel, which means that if I supply this base steel to our roof former, to roof form, to roofing walling, and you supply it to your projects, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, or maybe 2 or 3 days, we corroded already. So it must be protected by the metallic coating top and bottom, right? You dip through the zinc pot, or whatever pot it is, okay? You protect top and bottom, okay? And then this is a bit science, I don't need to remember, okay? It's called sacrificial protection. Sacrificial protection is I sacrifice some of the metal to protect the base steel. Okay, you can see that in the table, corrosion table, the steel in the middle, right? Right? Then you see iron, aluminium, zinc, magnesium at the bottom. So what we're going to do is, we sacrifice magnesium, zinc, aluminium or iron to protect the base steel. Right? This is how it works. Remember this table. So which means whatever the metal under the steel will be used to sacrifice it to protect the base steel. This is the concept. Okay? Got it? Then we have to come to the quiz already. Okay, next. Okay, so how many times? This one not quiz, just an introduction. no prize for that. Okay, so how many types of metallic coating that you know? Alright? I think you heard about some zinc, right? Aluminium zinc, right? But do you know that there are more than that? Don't know, right? Okay, now we get to the first quiz. Okay, and the first quiz, right? Zinc coating. Okay, next. Okay, which of the metal, as shown in the corrosion table here, is used to protect the base steel, and what's the percentage of it? Which means that we see zinc coating in Z. Which metal is in? Proportion is wrong, no problem. At least you can guess what is the metal. Who want to try? Power bank? Right.
Say aluminium.
Aluminium, but it's zinc coating. Yeah. So if you protect the base steel, so which one? It's a zinc. Yeah. It's a zinc, right? You can shut it up.
Zinc.
Yep. It's zinc, alright? For this lady, okay. So just so it's zinc. So when you see Z, it's a 99% is zinc. So what they mean is, in the coating itself, 99% is zinc, no other material at all. Okay, only zinc. Alright? Okay, next. Next, this one, easy. When you see aluminium zinc coating, as that, so which metal is in? Just, yes, aluminium and zinc. It's aluminium and zinc, okay? Thanks. You can try your phone now. Okay, it's aluminium and zinc, but what is the proportion? Let's take a look. The difference from here. Next. Okay, it's in the code, it's allowed you to use 50 to 60% aluminium, alright? 1 to 2% silicon, the rest is zinc. Right? This one, remember, the difference for the aluminium zinc is 50 to 60%. Alright? Next. Now it's zinc and aluminium. Maybe you come to here and say, hey, Chahao, are you playing what kind of game? Just aluminium, zinc, then zinc, aluminium. What's the difference? Right? Okay. So what, want to try? Want to try? Yes. Yeah, Chong is right. Yes. Okay, go ahead. Next. Okay. So the differentiation, you see the difference is, when you see AZ, aluminium is 50 to 60%, right? It's higher percentage. When you flip around, aluminium becomes 3 to 15% only. So there's a difference. So because sometimes when you have the imported steel, especially from China, you see the difference, you thought it's the same, but actually different. AZ and ZA, when just flip it, the percentage will be different. The protection will be different. Alright? Okay, next. Okay, now come to here. I think some of you have heard it before. It's called zinc, aluminium, magnesium coating. So, which one? Want to try? Who? Right?
And aluminium. Zinc.
Okay, yes. Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, maybe you can give the gentleman. Thank you. Okay, it's zinc, aluminium, and magnesium. So which means we have additional magnesium inside. Okay, then you show it the proportion. Okay, the proportion is 5 to 13% of aluminium. Alright, 2 to 4% magnesium, the rest is zinc. Okay, this is the difference. Okay, with the magnesium inside. Okay, the last one, last chance. Last one. Okay, now aluminium, zinc, magnesium. So confused, right? Just the alphabet different, right? So what is yeah?
Majority aluminium.
Alright.
And the rest maybe like 10 to 15%.
Yeah, it's true. Yep. Thank you. So just flip it on. Okay. So when you see AM, alright, is aluminium with 47 to 57%, and the 1 to 3% magnesium. The rest is zinc. Right? So this is the difference in between all the metallic coating. So why do we need to be careful is so this is the summary of the 5 basic metallic coating that are available around the world. Around the world. Why I say around the world is because normally as architect you always heard about Z and SZ only, right? Then sometimes you heard about AM AM, which is because we are launching a new product, that's why you heard about AM. But sometimes from China, you will see this ZAM. ZAM. So ZAM, people will just, because I don't know whether they don't know or try to confuse you lah. You're gonna say that, oh, magnesium, and then also magnesium is the same, but it doesn't work that way. You need to take a look what is the alphabet arrangement. Right? Alphabet arrangement very important. Okay, so among all these five, which is the newest technology? Okay, the newest is AM. AM, which is aluminum pickle propulsion and with the magnesium inside. Okay, just show you some detail in the next slide. Okay, so this is a new generation of the coated steel lah. So this left hand side is AZ that normally you heard about lah, AZ. Alright, but now with the magnesium add it into the AZ, it will enhance the performance. So which means if you use it for severe marine environment or the corrosive environment, AM will perform better. Right? So next. Okay. So wait, hold on. Okay, this is the thing. Okay. Which is the most common metallic coating? As I mentioned, normally you heard about these two lah. Z and AZ, right? Okay, so not sure how about do you know the background behind about these two technologies, Z and AZ? No, right? So today I will just share it to you what's the difference between both. Not only the proportion of the metallic coating. It's about the overall technology. Okay, go ahead. Okay, so this is the thing to show you that what is the difference in between zinc and AZ, aluminum zinc, in terms of history. Right? So next slide. Okay, zinc coating technology actually invented by a French engineer in 1836 during the time. But it wait until 1916 then it widely used. It's a zinc technology, which is ZAC technology. Alright? This one, because maybe some of you not really familiar with the timeline, because now we're back to the old time really. I bring you back to the old time. 1936 is, I think most of the Chinese know, like Opium War. Opium War is happening at that time in 1836, and until 1916, the World War I, and at the same time, just introduced to non-Chinese. This guy wearing this governor shirt is called Jiang Kaisi. He's a guy who dreamed to be king, but only 1 week or 1 month only to be a king of China. Right? This is a guy who is dying at the time. Yan Sikai, sorry, Yan Sikai, not Jiang Kaisi, sorry. Yan Sikai, yeah. Sorry. For non-Chinese, I correct now. It's a sorry, it's about that. Okay. So this guy died on the time now. Sorry. Okay. So this is the time that different the timeline, the same technology is widely used during that time. Right. Now take a look at the AZ. AZ. Next. Okay. This is AZ is invented in 1970. That is a joint effort for America, Europe, and Japan engineer. Okay. So during that time, I hope I'm not wrong this time. World Trade Center, okay, is built at the time, and this satellite is from Japan, firstly launched by Japan during that time. Alright? Then until 1976, it's launched with the AZ with the 55% aluminum. Alright? So there's a different timeline of both Singulum and AZ. Sorry, not Singulum, ZAC technology and AZ technology. Alright? So next, okay, just some background about it. Just now the small machine that you see is the first machine that launched mass at the time, 1976. Right? Okay, next. Okay, so when you take a look, just compare between two technology. Right? Zinc technology and aluminum zinc technology, which is ZAC and AZ. The differentiation is talking about the new 60 years apart. Right? At least counter for the widely used until the AZ invented. Alright? Maybe somebody saying that, oh, I know it's old technology, but as long as you can perform, what's the problem with that, right? Okay. So now next slide is maybe some question that maybe ask ourselves. Let's say today, I was just saying that I think some of you may be using Nokia 3310, right? Because you look so young. I don't know whether you used it before. Nokia 3310, right? Say, okay, so Nokia 3310, okay, now I was saying that Nokia 3310 is same as iPhone now. What do you reply? You say that, yeah, it's the same because also can get a phone call, can text, right? But the function is different, all right? Similarly to ZAC and AZ. Why we have to invent the new coating if ZAC technology is still good, right? Then why the businessman have to spend a lot of $1 billion to invent AZ, all right? So this is the thing here, Daniel, okay. So maybe you ask your salesman, say, I tak tahu lah. What set up saja nak set lor. Okay. So the coming things is, asset is to provide you longer lifespan, all right, and also tackle the new design needs. Why design needs? Okay. So the differentiation is for the longer lifespan is people will say that, hey, my set technology supplier also give me 30 years warranty. You also give me 30 years warranty. So what's the difference? So later I will share this part. Warranty, it doesn't mean everything. You need to know the performance, especially the cartridge performance. Cartridge. Later in the second part, I will show it to you what's the differentiation of it. And tackle the new design needs is, you just imagine that zinc-coated technology is invented, right? What product you use in your product? Corrugated, right? I think some of you heard about spandex, trim deck, all this corrugated product, right? But today, maybe some of you using SIM technology, SIM, right? All this with a very, very complicated bending. So whether then what is tackle of the new technology needs? Because for the zinc-coated, you need to have a thicker coated layers. So whether it can bend accordingly, no crack at all. So this thing you need to check on it lah. So of course today we show it to you how the bending to check on it on the table here. You will see by yourself today. Alright. So then next. Okay, so now we'll get into the product performance. Product, as I said today is talking about material. We talk about material performance and the specification. Okay. So later you will see some document. You also see that when you liaise with the raw formula, which is like Swissma, Lysa. You see that they also submit this thing to you, but maybe you don't know this thing is coming from us, right? So that's why that today we share it to you that how to read the spec. Okay, next. Okay, so this is the most of the case, right? When you have something you want to do, try to design your project, you get somebody call, hey, come in, I need to know your products. When people come to you, even now today I'm here lah, I say, oh, my product is good, it's the best, durable, okay? Cheaper, excellence, meet your needs, new technology, like just how I mentioned, new technology, all this. Then how you going to ensure it's correct or not, right? How you ensure that this product actually meet your design needs or not, right? So next, okay, so this is the thing lah. You need to set your requirement, then choose the right product. Which means that, like just for example, today you gain some weight already. Shit, after Chinese New Year or Hari Raya later, you gain some weight, 5 kg. I need to reduce the weight. So what are you going to do? When you go and buy a meal, you will just flip it, right? You flip it, then you flip it, you will see that, oh, this low fat, I will buy it. Because it can help me to reduce my weight. Okay, similarly, like in your project, when you use coated steel, what are you going to do? You cannot just rely on your supplier, right? You need to at least to have a basic knowledge to know, hey, this thing true or not, I want to reduce weight, but you give me not low fat, then how? Right? So this is the thing. So then next. Okay, so this is the thing. I'm not sure how many of you seen it before. When you use blue scope product. Oh my gosh, none of you see. Okay, then I need to describe with my customer rule formula. This thing actually need to submit to you. It's called data sheet. Product data sheet. So it's not only from blue scope. All the manufacturers, they have this data sheet. Data sheet will help you to assess that, hey, I'm doing this project, whether you give me the right product or not. Then you next one. Okay. So let's say example, the coating mass and the painting thickness requirement. Okay, let's say put it in some scenario. You are working on the project, okay, JKR project, at the benign environment, which is not very corrosive, just a normal environment, JKR project. So what should you check? Okay, let's go to this part. You need to check that whether it meet the okay, AZ150. Because all the JKR project, they only accept AZ150. Okay, yesterday I received a call from architect from Sarawak, Kuching. Somebody proposed to them AZ100. They call me, hey, can or not? I said, no. If you accept that, later on JKR will reject you. So this is the thing that you need to check on this thing. Hey, don't cheat on me, like you give me something not right. The next thing is the thickness. Because JKR also specify the pin thickness. You can't really use other products. Let's say for example, some proposal, this one cheaper. I give you AZ150, but the pin is not meet this 25 micron requirement, maybe 70 micron requirement. Then also will be rejected by JKR. Right? So this thing, maybe basic thing, maybe you need to take a look of the data sheet. Okay, next. Okay, next is about the anti-corrosion performance in between two products, which means that you have two products, right? Both give you data sheet. So what should you assess? Okay, this is the thing that, okay, let's say the requirement is higher anti-corrosion performance. And okay, so what should you check is, let's say this thing is you have some concern about it. This thing, I'm not really care about the paint. I care about whether it's corroded or not with this environment. So you should go ahead and check this resistant to corrosion, this lot. As I mentioned, this is not only for BlueScope, all the other manufacturers, when you refer to data sheet, you will see this thing. Okay? So this one, you'll be seeing this kind of tests, cyclic corrosion and salt spray. Okay? So just to share with you the cyclic corrosion test is the most stringent one. You can guarantee you with the better corrosion resistance. Salt spray is a bit under. Okay? So this thing you need to be careful on that and check on that. Okay? So next example, let's say colors. For this product, so for this project, you're not concerned about corrosion. I just want to ensure my color is there. So what should you check? Then you check on this. Daniel? Okay, you check on this. You see this number? You call delta E. I will show how we get this delta E later on. Alright? Delta E is a number. Because when it comes to the sensation thing, it's a bit subjective. Right? Subjective, which is the thing you hear, you see, you smell. Alright? All this is very different. Different people have a different stand, right? Right. So how are you going to based on a certain argument point saying that hey, you crossed the line already. So you can't really perform this in this way. So this is the thing coming in. So let's say you're choosing the color is intermediate colors, right? Let's say for example it's a beige colors. So this is all the manufacturer committed to you after 12 years. What is delta E? When you see the number is higher, that means the color fading is more. When you see the number is lesser, that means the color retention is better. So this is the thing to assess it. So you can flip, you see, yours is 14, but the other one is 6. Of course, I choose the 6 is more secure. You count the way, okay? So next thing. Okay, so now you see a lot of things will be assessed by different manufacturers, right? The way they assess the quality, all these things. So which one is mandatory and which one is actually based on the ethic or the professional of this manufacturer to assess the product quality, right? So I will just show you now. Okay, when you see the data sheet, this is page 1 and page 2, all right? You will see that at least you have Daniel, okay. You will be having at least 12 different tests, at least, which means different manufacturers, maybe less or maybe more. Okay, 12 different tests. Some is based on mandatory, which means you not test it, you cannot sell it. Some is based on the quality control. You need to ensure the product coming out from the factory meet the requirement. All right. So they will be having 12 of them. All right. So I just categorize it. Then you go ahead to the next. Okay. Mandatory, which is by law, the test must be done so that you can sell in the market. All right. Then for the quality test, which is by ethics, because we need to ensure whatever product come out from the factory meet the requirement. So now they have 12 of them, right? How to categorize it? Okay, let's take a look. Actually, based on the 12, go ahead. 12 tests, there's only one test is mandatory, which is fire resistant. The rest of it is based on the manufacturer, ethics, and the professional. Right? So this is the key thing differentiation for the different manufacturers. That's why a lot of time people are saying, hey, Chahao, you're selling AZ150, right? The other guy also AZ150. So then no different, it's the same. So the differentiation is coming in. The testing. Because testing is according to the code that you adopt. Let's say, for example, the Japanese code, American code, Australian code. Of course, Malaysia's standard is a must. But what kind of standard they refer to in the manufacturing process is the key control of these 11 of them to get the thing done accordingly. So, next. Okay. So this is the thing for the CPL, which is coil painting line. MCL is metallic coating line, because like Daniel mentioned, right, we need to get the metallic coating first, then only come to painting. So they will be having a series of the tests they need to carry out, all right, to ensure the quality is there. Okay, so next. Okay, so now I come to this part is a bit lengthy and a bit technical, but I will try to make you not fall to sleep for that. Okay, so this is the way how to assess the product. And some of them actually you can do it yourself also. Like for example, the supplier submit you the sample, you can just do it yourself to see, hey, this thing is good quality, or you just bluff me. Okay? Okay, so for corrosion resistant, okay, how we do the test? Okay, this one maybe is not, you can not do it yourself. Corrosion resistant is, you need to ensure that, okay, this thing I need to wear my gloves first because I need to show you some sample. Okay, so this is the thing that normally, according to code, for normal project, we will supply only two, right? SF150 or SF200. Of course, some of the project need to meet your budget with a second tier, maybe SF100 kind of that, okay? So how are we going to ensure the coating onto the base steel is meet the requirement? You can't really know that, right? Because everything in the sheet really. So we need to ensure that the corrosion not happen. So we need to do some tests. Okay, Daniel. Okay, so this test is called SF1397 or MS1196. So I think this one is quite familiar with all, right? Then you go ahead. So what you're going to do is, from the coil, we take out a sample, all right? Then we punch out the hole, all right? Take out the sample and put into this machine called XRF machine, which is an X-ray machine, to check on it. Okay, let me just show you. A lot of people will think that, hey, what is a coil width? This is a coil width, which is, if you imagine the coil width that coming out from the line, this is a width, 1219, right? Then we'll punch 3 holes. Why punch 3 holes? Because it's too wide, right? We need to ensure all the area is so-called is evenly coated, so we punch 3 holes. This is according to Australian standard, alright? Then these 3 holes will be having, Brenda maybe help me to distribute. I will distribute the sample to you, take a look. So this is the sample that we're punching out from the coil, alright? Then we put in the SRF machine to check on the coating. Is meet the, you see the table above, table above? At least you need to meet the 60 gram per meter square, which is single spot, but we must meet at least 150 if you're using the 150 gram per meter square, right? So just to share with you is, now in Malaysia, it's only Blue Scope is using the X-ray. So the rest is using the old method, which is putting the SC then to weight of it. So this is a way to check the metallic coating to ensure that this is the thing happening. So what's the thing is, for this, when you're having the long width, when people tell you that, hey, I'm using single spot testing, then you can straight away ask him, single spot, how are you going to ensure your full coil width is have the evenness of coating? Alright? So must be a 3-point. This is the thing that you can maybe not challenge, just ask your supplier. Okay? Thank you. Okay, next then. Okay, then, yep. Go back. Yeah, go back.
Specs AS1397 and MS1196.
Yep.
Both.
Must be both. Actually, just to share with you that for metallic coating, Malaysia standard is giving more tolerance, which means that they can accept until SF90. But for Australian standard, only accept SF150. So that's why we always refer to the Australian standard as a baseline. But Malaysia standard, because it's a compulsory, so we need to refer to both. Right? So, sorry, you are? Mr. Lee. So Mr. Lee highlighted very important things here. Whenever you come to JKR project, you must meet both, not either one. Both. So if some supplier come to you saying, hey, I meet MS1196 but not AS1397, JKR will reject you. Okay? Next. I think if you have any question, time to time you can raise it up to let me know. Or you have any feedback or suggestion. Okay? So now come to the dry foam. We call it dry foam thickness DFT, which is the paint thickness. Paint thickness, okay? Have some of you thought that why that there's a so-called certain requirement for the paint thickness for 25 micron at the top and 10 micron at the bottom? Why we need to control the paint thickness? Why, right? It's not about the paint performance. Actually, according to the code, actually if you're able to achieve this thickness for the paint, you can optimum the corrosion protection, which is on top of the metallic coating. This one may be also kick in to help you enhance it. Alright, so that's why there's a minimum requirement for the DFT, the dry foam thickness. Okay, how are we going to assess it? Okay, just to share with you, for the corrosion for the pre-painted coil, it's not only happen for the knot, because some of you thinking that I have some paint on it, then it's confirmed no corrosion. But they will be having a chance that if you use a low quality product, the paint is happening under the paint. It's called blistering. Blistering is just like the thing will be coming like pimple. Then eventually you will corrode out. Alright, this is the thing that you need to be careful. So for dry foam thickness test, then you just go ahead to show everything. Okay. So this one, we are not cutting the full coil width. We just cut a palm size panel, right? Palm size panel. Then we will drill a hole on top of it. Then we get into this microscope, the machine, to check the thickness. So how we do it, I will show you the video now. Okay, so this is the machine that we drill over. You see that the driller is very, very fine. You drill a very small hole onto the surface, right? On a particular area for this palm size sample. After that, then next. Then we put into the microscope. Then we'll take a look at that. Then we'll measure based on, I think, 16 or 12 point to ensure the thickness is there. So this is the thing to ensure the dry film thickness, achieve it according to the design. Right? So this is the thing also you can check with your supplier, how you're going to ensure the dry film thickness achieved accordingly. Okay? Next. Okay, color appearance. Color appearance, this is the thing that how you're going to ensure, because especially a big project. Because big project, your supplier may not able to get a full batch in one time. They maybe have different batch. Then how are you going to ensure the color tone is correct? And also the color fitting. How are you going to ensure that this color and that color will not fit in the same time? Alright? So this is the thing that we will carry out this light box test or visual test. So you see that one, as I mentioned, that one not for bye-bye. That one is called light box. Okay? Light box is very straightforward. That we will putting the sample in. Standard sample, which is the thing that we not expose to sunlight. You mean this color is a control. It's a control. We put into our lab. We not touch it. Whenever we want to check it, we take it out. You see the 0, 1, 2, 3 in the light box? Okay, so the checking is very straightforward. At first, 0 to 0, side by side, see any color difference. If there's a slightly difference, you go to 1. You see any difference? Which is all by visual. When come to 3, actually is not acceptable. Because why? Later you come and take a look on the light box, there will show some sample. So, first thing, when color is not so much different, you need to stand there and take a look for a few seconds, then you need to realize that what's the difference. This is our visual. Secondly is when the thing make it a bit far, then your mind will tell you that, oh, the color is almost the same. So when come to the distance of 3, that means the color is so much fitted that you cannot accept that. At least for us, you cannot accept until 3. So this is the thing is 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is the thing that you maybe can do it when you're in the office, that people give you the sample, alright? They're saying that I need to take a look of your exposure time sample, which means the sample exposed to sunlight certain years, you show it to me and your sample. Actually, it's just very easy, just flash your handphone lights. You take a look, then you see the difference already, whether there's a difference between both. Okay? So next. Okay, so this is the video to show you how we conduct it. You just put it in and see, but this is for production line, which means whatever production comes, that's why I see a long line, because it's a production line, live production, we compare to the sample. So we take a look whether it's okay or not. You don't want to supply you the tone that differently in a big project. Otherwise, your customer see, how come from far I see the color, one is lighter from the other one. There will be a problem on that. So this is how we're going to check it. Okay? Next. Okay, so of course, as I mentioned, whatever sensation thing, very subjective. If people die saying that, hey, when it comes to 1, it's the same one, then how are you going to argue back? So we based on this spectrophotometer, which is the thing that I tell you about the delta E. We need the machine to tell us a number. We cannot always rely on the vision. We have some number to guide us, whether you cross the line, okay? So this is the thing that we put the sample into the machine, the core spectrophotometer. In the next one, this is the thing. This is a machine, it's very simple. We put it in, the light flashing out, then we can have the data, and based on calculation, then we know that what is the delta E for these colors, right? And this one is based on 12 years, which means that we have to expose this one to the sunlight for certain years, coming back and check on it. So which means if somebody is saying that, hey, I have this very cheap coil to you, AZ150 import from China, then how are you going to assess it? First thing, environment different. Even they have an exposure rack, but in the China, but not in here. So this is the thing you must be careful, because this thing, even they tell you a very good delta E, but let's say imported coil, especially with the colors, that one you need to be careful on that. Okay? Next. Daniel. Okay, this is the thing. I think some of you maybe also quite aware. It's called daylight reflectance. Daylight reflectance, we have 2 types, right? One is called specular. Specular, which is one spot. Like you're driving, then one spot shine on your mirror, you're coming back to you, you show, oh, it's too shine for you, right? So this is called specular. The other one is called diffuse. Diffuse is not a single spot, you will diffuse out, but you still feel the shine on it. Right? So this is the thing that we try to avoid when you choose the colors. So how are we going to choose it? Right? Next. Okay, we use this gloss meter to check on it. Okay? Thanks. Okay, so we have this data to show you. Okay, solid color is 25 GU, which is gloss unit, plus minus 10. And matte is 7 plus minus 3. Okay, later you come in here, our colleague will show you how the gloss is. But I'll just show you to you different is here. So my colleague will display to you. Okay, one is the matte color, the other one is solid. You see the difference, right? The reflection. See that now? The reflection of the light. Okay, so there's a difference between matte and solid. So why there's a difference in the finishes is, let's say you have kind of the concern on the oil canning and the reflection. Matte, which is the 7 gloss unit, is a choice of you. So you can reflect the light lesser. So this is the thing that we assess it. And this one, of course, you cannot buy a gloss meter to put in the office. Okay? But you can rely on this, showing the data sheet to understand that what is the gloss unit. Lesser is better. So let's say you have a supplier come to you and saying that my gloss unit is 30. That means the reflection is quite high. Or if you're seeing that something is getting lesser, let's say it's 5 or 6, that means lesser reflection. So this is the thing to assess the reflection of it. Okay? Next. Okay, paint flecking. Paint flecking, which is the color maybe delaminate or scratches out from the surface. Okay? So why this is very important is, first thing is, the top one is when the roll form, because everything comes in the flat sheet. When the roll form from the roller, whether you will scratch the thing or not. This is the first thing. Of course, this thing normally, roll form will give you a good quality product. But importantly is the bottom one. Because then I mentioned now, a lot of people are using standing seam, right? Especially you need to seaming on site. So this is very important. Important in the way is, if let's say the thing is bent, there's a delamination of the metallic coating or the paint, then you will be having you see this picture? Actually, you see the delamination from the rib, from the color wise. You would delaminate. Alright, so how are we going to assess it? Okay. So they will be having 2 types of tests from our factory. Okay. On the left hand side, that one is a standard one, which I think most of the factory using that, which is called T-band test. Okay. T-band test, which is something like this. We will be having this. Okay. We bend it 1, bend it 2, bend it twice, bend it 4, 5, 6, like what you see in the graphic below that. We bend it, and then we use a tape to tape it and try to put it out, okay, to see whether there's a delamination of the metallic coating or even the paint. Very straightforward. Actually, this is the thing that I mentioned also. You can do it in your office also. If somebody submits you, hey, give me your bending test, I want to check on it. You can just use a tape on it, try to put it out, and see whether the tape there's a metallic coating or paint or not. Right? So another one is called lock seam bending. This is an additional test from our side because we understand the market, there's more and more this kind of the standing seam products. So we do additional tests, which is bending in that way. Okay. We're bending in that way, alright? So that you will be having a 130, 180 bending, alright? To show that this is a bending accordingly, and then we will pull out the tape accordingly. So my colleague is there, you can just try on it, you can just pull out the tape with whatever strength you can and see the tape there's a paint or not. Yeah, so this is very straightforward test that you can so-called DIY. Of course, that you need to bend it first and see the bending area, will you delaminate or not. Okay, because the bending area is the area that have a micro crack. Micro crack, which is your visual cannot see it, but already delaminated. But based on the tape, you can pull out the thing. You see some debris there, which means the metallic coating or the paint has some problem already. Okay. Next. Yeah. Okay. So of course, in the lab, we also rely on this instrument called drop off lah. Drop off, which is based on a certain height of this. You see the instrument there, certain height with a certain weight, because this one according to the standard. So we will drop the ball onto the sample itself, then you create a num, right? Then also same way we use a tape to see whether the paint is coming out or not. This one is avoid that on site there's some on site damage, because sometimes on site damage is not as serious, maybe it still can acceptable, but whether it's serious or not, this is the thing coming in. Right? Next thing. Right, so sketches on surface. So this is the thing. This is the most common that you may be not really aware, but when the thing happening, customer call them and say, oh, why this thing happened? I thought your thing wouldn't scratch or wouldn't delaminate. Because this is rely on the first workmanship, the other one is their machine. Because for the seaming product, you need to have a hand seam, right? On a certain area. Then you put a seaming machine, then you press it all the way up, all the way down, right? So if the machine is in the problem, it will scratch the rib. The rib, but you don't see it, man. After a certain time, raining, everything, then the rib start to corrode. Then customer call, hey, corrosion happened, then come back and see. But it's too late already, because seaming, whatever you seam, you can't really return already, no U-turn already. Okay, so how are you going to ensure that the scratches of the surface of the product that you receive is okay? Okay, next. Okay, this is the one that you can just prepare a HP pencil in your office. Okay, because whatever HP or above, actually the hardened, the lead is hardened than 2B and whatever B lah. So whatever you have HP pencil in your office, if somebody submit you the sample, you just make it like 45 degrees, you just put a mark on it and see the paint is coming out. Okay, I will show a video later on. Okay, so this is the way. Very simple. This is the thing that you can just do yourself. Give me some sample. On the spot, HP, try on it. Right? So you can just try later on. We prepare some HP sample and some pre-printed sample there. Later during the break, you can just go ahead and try it yourself and see, to feel it, at least feel it, what is so-called the non-delaminated paint is happening on the surface. Right? So of course this is the most straightforward way for the first cut to ensure that the paint is not delaminated, but this is not the only way. Okay, next. Okay, so this is the resistant abrasion. So this is more according to the standard in the factory. So this is the thing that we apply a certain force, right? Then we scratch on it and see whether it's about 1.5 kg, the weight. You scratch on it and see whether that will create some scratch or not, right? So of course on site you will see some scratches here and there. You say, hey, I thought you saying that you test already, how come you see some scratch over there? So this is the thing that you need, that's what I mentioned just now, workmanship and carrying on site. Because this thing is based on 1.5 kg. Whatever thing more than that you scratch on it, of course it will scratch up. But our acceptable scratch on site is 2 mm or below. So whenever you see the scratch on site, if you have a so-called something that you can measure on it, it's 2 mm or below, actually you won't damage the metallic coating. It will heal it by itself. Right? But in the outlook, maybe you see a line there. Okay? Okay, next. I think that's okay. So now we have this experience time, which is we will let you to try on it, and also will display some of the QC things to you, to let you have a feel that how does it look like. Okay, before you go ahead to this station, I will just give some explanation to you. Okay, so this is the light box. Okay, before that, I'll start with here. This is the display of the thermal tag. Okay, thermal tag, which is the pigment by itself, it can reduce the radiation heat, which means that when the sunlight coming in, it can reflect the radiation. So you will see the differentiation of temperature in between both by this so-called UV light, right? So this is the difference of the pigment by itself. So this built in, so which means you will reduce the heat transfer inside. Because sometimes when you design the building, right, you intend to use a light colors because you want to reduce more the heat out, right? So, but for color bond, or other thermal technology, you can use it with the dark color because it can reflect the radiation, right, effectively. So for this, you will see a different temperature, but for the guarantee, at least 6 degree difference, right, 6 degree difference. And this one is our light box. So we put in three samples here. Okay, one is a control which I mentioned just now, not exposed to sunlight. The other two is exposed to sunlight. One in the good condition, the other is not. So when you come to here, maybe you need to spend about 3 to 4 seconds. You don't just take a look and then you run because your eye cannot really see the differentiation at the first glance. You take a look here, then you see the differentiation in the color fading. These two actually exposed to the sunlight for a certain years already. Alright? For control, it's not. For the other two, it's exposed to the sunlight for certain years. Okay? So this light box, and we have here is a gloss meter. Okay? This one, my colleague will show it to you, how to check on it, because if you have a chance to visit to other factory, you see this device, you can just see them whether they cheat you or not. Because you need to know how the reading writes, alright, to ensure the gloss is achieve the requirement. Okay? Then next we have this pencil. This one, very straightforward. HP pencil, you can buy it anywhere, alright? Then how you're going to scratch it, you can just feel it. We have the sample here, you can come and just try to experience it. Okay? Then the last section here is the bending, as I mentioned. You can just come here and try to pull the tape and see that whether any delamination coming up. Okay? So I think we can just you can just feel free to come to this station. Okay? Each station maybe you can just try to experience it. Okay? Yeah, welcome, come. Yeah. Have a look. Especially the color fading. Maybe you can start here. Okay. So you see the differentiation in between the sender and this one. Okay. So this section will be throw out two questions to you. Okay, then normally then maybe you will ask yourself when you're using coated steel product in your project, okay? So which is, am I using the right product? And am I using the coated steel product right? Alright, so this is normally that you come into your mind, okay, is right product or not? Okay, so you say the right product, am I using it right or not? Okay, so for this section, I will talk about, focus on these two main so-called the queries from all the users. Okay, so this is the focus of second part is lesser than the first part, right? It just only have 4 of them. But just bear with me because it's more on information sharing. Don't have interactive. Don't fall to sleep. Okay. So the first one is the criteria of the good quality coated steel. Okay. Then second, we'll share with you some case study. Okay. Some of you maybe seen it before, but maybe make it as a refresher information for you. That what kind of case study that may be related to you. You must be careful on that. Okay, the third one will be shared about the JKR Master Spec, Section G. But recently there's coming out 2025, the new one. But this one, because I haven't received the new one, I'm still sharing the 2021. Okay, not much different. But there's just some additional information into 2025. Okay, but that one maybe in the next session, if I have opportunity, I will share with you with the JKR Master Spec 2025. But this one still bear with me, is 2021. Then the fourth one I think is quite interesting to all of you, talking about the warranty and the product performance, material performance. Okay, so which means what kind of thing that related to the warranty that you need to be careful on that. Okay, so which means you use the product right. Okay. Okay, the first one is a criteria of the good quality coated steel. Okay, so before getting into detail, again let's take a look at this. We have about the warranty and the high quality product, right? So which means the best warranty offer and the best quality product. I think most of you may be facing this T-junction every day, not only for coated steel. You say, hey, which one should I choose? Somebody offer me very good warranty, but it seems like this one quality is better. Okay, so what's the problem that you're choosing one side or not the other side? Okay, let's take a look. Okay, for high quality product, you provide you worry-free. And the second one is very important to protect your reputation and save your resource. Why say so? Okay, let's take a look at warranty. Warranty also give you worry-free, but it's temporarily. Why? Because anything happen, not only affect your reputation, you need to waste a lot of resource. Because I think all of you mostly you also know business lah. Business is you need to make use of the resource right in the right action, right? You are not wasting your resource to claim warranty, right? Claim warranty is very torturing, you know. It is not only for building material. You just imagine that your fridge at home, you try to claim the guarantee, how much time you need to spend on it, right? So that is a different that which one you focus on it, okay? Okay, so this is the thing that I try to make it simple in the way that for the warranty is you let others to decide for you to choose a product, right? Then you know the product, the high quality product is you decide which product you want to use, okay? So in other words is, you are not sure what you are buying, you rely on warranty. Unless that you know the product, then you know what the value that you buy it from this product, right? Right. So this is actually this section, it just try to equip you with some so-called the reason that you want to use certain products, but customers say, hey, no, XXX contractor selling this is better. So how are you going to tell them that the difference is coming from where? So this is a section 2 objective lah. Okay. 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 So before that, I just show you some short video. Okay. How many of you know Rolex? All of you don't know Rolex. Okay. Rolex is R-O-L-E-X. Rolex is a watch. Okay, just show you this video. Okay, there's no sound. Okay, then I stand.
There are 3 qualities: are self-winding, waterproof, and precision. They go through extensive testing.
Maybe we start it again.
Accuracy.
Okay, it's a short one. There's less than 1 minute.
Is a rumor that in order for a Rolex to actually leave the factory or be a Rolex design, it has to be recognizable from 20 feet away.
20 feet away to recognize Rolex. So this is the intention.
Precision. They go through extensive testing, the accuracy, the timing. It's all about telling the right time, keeping the right time. They also have extensive service work after, so if you ever have a problem with your Rolex, you can take it to them and they'll fix it. The clasp is opened and closed 1,000 times.
And this is the thing that the first time I watched the video, then I really realized the test on the latch 1,000 times.
Buy one now, it will last you for 20 years.
Okay, so ensure that when you wear on the wrist, you won't just fall down.
Really
You
take
won't,
care of it.
you won't
That's
have damage.
ultimately why they're so expensive, because you're buying something that will last you. Is a rumor that.
Okay, so this is the key message that Rolex is not just for the brand.
Rolex design
It's giving you the service. Anytime you give them, they will service for you, and also the testing to get it last long, right? Okay, let's move on. Okay, just maybe put it that way. I just send it. Hey, there's a gift to some of you. Oh, no, one of you lah. Okay, Rolex, right? Rolex, right? Rolex, right? Okay, Rolex. Okay, so which one Rolex? 20 feet away, which one Rolex? On the left or on the right? On the left is Rolex, raise up your hand. On the right is Rolex, raise up your hand. Oh, so it's quite recognized, they're quite successful, which means you can recognize Rolex, even I cover the brand name. Okay, so you know what's the difference between both watches? The logo is there, it's good, even I've covered the Rolex, the logo is there, it's good. Okay, and the green color surface, right? Quite recognizable, right? Okay, so this one, I mean, just to ask, because both watch is serving the same function, so accurate time, wear on the wrist, looks good, and water resistant. Okay, so you know that the differentiation of price. Okay, I just show you. This guy is selling 3,975 ringgit. This one is 31,000. What are you buying for? You just watch your time only. Why are you paying for 10 times difference? Show off, right? Reputation, the status, right? Other than that, actually, that's giving you other thing. It's long lasting. Okay, post-sale service is very important. Right? Reputation, reputation, to show reputation from very far in Rolex. I don't need to show you the name, right? The logo, I show you the thing. Right? Then worry free. Anytime you go back to them, they will provide service to you. So this is the differentiation in between quality product and warranty. Even that guy give you a warranty, you can't really achieve the same service as Rolex. Okay? So for coated steel, same thing. So what kind of differentiation that given you differently from different manufacturers? Okay? The first thing when you choosing the right coated steel product with quality, two main things I think all of you should aware. Just now what you see in this display center also just focus on 2 things: corrosion resistant and color retention. Okay? So other than that, whether they give you other technology, clean technology, thermal tech, or even the services, this one is value added lah. Okay, so I will just go through the main basic one to show you the differentiation that maybe I think most of you architect, you just want to be worry free lah. Whatever you offer, don't come back to me lah. Anything I recommend the thing to you. But problem is when contractor come back to you, hey, same thing what? I give you same warranty, so why you choose the other one? Even more expensive. Just like you want Rolex, they give you the other one, that you have no way to turn back. To say that no, this thing is not achieve what I want. So today I will just focus on corrosion resistant and color fading. How you're going to differentiate the product between each other. Okay. So start with the corrosion resistant technology lah. So how are we going to differentiate the technology? So this one we go through section 1, right? Some of you win some power bank already. Okay? So we have 5 different technology in the world. But normally what in the market commonly used is SAC and SZ, right? Right, SAC and SZ. But just see the guy, the fatty guy in the left hand side mentioning the thing saying that technology cannot be patented. So what does it mean? It means that SZ, I think all of you also aware of concrete lah. C30, C35, all this is a technology. Cannot be patented, that one. Nobody allow you to patent all these things because it's a common technology. Alright? So which means SZ and Z actually is commonly used in the market. Okay? So come to here, maybe you like Obama lah, then all the quotas still same right? Then why you standing here, then can zao already, right? Everybody is same, then why you standing here talking about, okay? So the differentiation is, okay, the first thing is a metallic coating technology. This one you go through already, section 1. Whether it's SZ or Z. You want to choose the old technology or new technology, this one is rely on you, alright? Then secondly, as I mentioned, the manufacturing process. Either they're using American standard with Malaysia standard, Japanese standard with Malaysia standard, or American standard with Malaysia standard. Right? So as I mentioned, Malaysia standard is a must. Everybody must comply. But the factory manufacturing process, it depends on the nature of their business, where they're coming from. Right? Let's say for example, Busco from Australia, they refer to Australian standard, and they think that what they're cutting for. But maybe the other one is using Japanese, kind of that. So this is the differentiation of the quality control coming out. Okay? Then the third one is a microstructure. So this is a black and white color. I think some of you see it and some of you may not. So this is the thing that, you see the metallic coating, right? If you put in the microscope, section view, where section view, this is how it looks like for the microstructure. Different manufactured will have a different microstructure, right? So just how I'm mentioning, technology cannot be patented. So what is patented for the manufacturer? 2 things. These 2 only. The first thing cannot be patented. It's a common. SZ, Z, everybody using the same technology. But everybody have a different manufacturing process, control it, and a different microstructure. Either one of it change, it doesn't mean that even use the same technology will perform exactly the same. No. Oh, just like today, chao kway teow here, and chao kway teow for the other one, also different taste. Both called chao kway teow, but cannot be the same taste, the same quality. So this is the same thing for coated steel product. Okay? So in order to get the right products, okay, responsible, what do you mean by responsible manufacturing? Which means give you the product to perform accordingly. The first thing is, you must get the microstructure right. Which means, today, I commit you for the aluminium sink with deep microstructure, the production coming out must be exactly the same. Okay, microstructure. Then secondly is coating composition, which is the composition of here. We cannot, today I give you 55% aluminium, tomorrow I give you 52. Then the next day I give you 59. No, we must control this composition right. Okay. Then the third thing is the coating consistency, which means this thickness have to be exactly the same for all the batch. Cannot be sometimes I give you thinner, sometimes I give you thicker. Okay. Then only then we can produce a best corrosion resistant. Why the third one, managed coating consistent, very important? Because nowadays a lot of people import AZ. Which means locally there's an AZ available, right? People will say, oh, I also have AZ, imported one. So just to share sidetrack a bit, we're a bit fed up, we get the thing to go to serum and test. Then we found that the top and bottom coating thickness is 47% different. So which means the top one is thicker than the thin one, bottom one. So in that case, between one side will be corroded faster. So this is an evenness that need to control accordingly. So this thing that need to be careful. It's not everybody saying that ASX and ASX is the same. Must be able to achieve the optimum structure, curtain composition, and also the consistency. Alright, so this one, how are you going to assess from user point of view? Based on the project. Because you know where to assess it based on the, you won't every day go to the factory, hey, it's okay now, the top and bottom, and difference, no that way. So based on the project references, okay? So that's why just later on we share a case study to you. Okay, so this one is come to the fine detail dig in for the microstructure difference. So on the left hand side is an aluminium zinc microstructure, and this one is a zinc microstructure. So what's the differentiation between both? Okay, first, as I mentioned, just how you're aware, there's at least 60 years different technology between both. Okay, one is a newer, the other one is an older technology. Okay. Then for why there's an aluminium add inside to the zinc? Because aluminium will provide oxide layer, which means another coat to the base steel to protect it. So there's a double protection. Zinc is only one protection. Okay? So that's why the aluminium add into the zinc become aluminium zinc. That's a differentiation. And for the benign environment which is using the same technology, different technology into the same product, ASET will provide at least 4 times different, stronger. Which means, let's say one project using ZAC275, the other one using ASET150. ASET150 will give you 4 times better in the corrosion protection, especially the cut edge. So this is a differentiation between both. Okay, so this is the actual case that we expose this sample for marine environment for 5 years. Just like I mentioned that whenever there's a corrosion, you will see the cut edge. Will corrode from outside in. So they will be having a problem for zinc is they will be having a problem on the cut edge protection. So we will shorten governing protection, alright? And this one I mentioned just now for the top and bottom differentiation. So this is the case that we go and see and test, alright? Okay, so this is just I'm talking about the coating, the metallic coating, the protection. So the cut edge is very important because normally you will feel very surprised, right? Coated steel roof is on top, very, very top. Then why every time that there's a corrosion, customer will aware and call you? Because the cut edge is always happening at the eave. The drip edge, when you see the thing corroded, you will start from the eave. So customer just take a look on top, then you see all the corrosion happening. Right? So they will call you. So this is a thing that you need to. Later I will show you some case study, how to do the checking on the cut edge. Okay. So now come to the color retention. Color retention, similarly, that polyester paint, super polyester paint, super modified polyester paint, PVDF. So they are commonly paint technology you heard in the industry, right? No matter it's a coated steel or either paint technology, you always heard about polymer paint, all these things. So it's commonly used. So once again, Obama will coming out, no need to talk already. Same, right? So what is the differentiation in between paint technology for different manufacturers? I will just explain to you now. Okay, paint technology, there's all these. Okay, either super polyester paint or PVDF paint, but you see the word in front, proprietary. So if any coated steel manufacturer come to you and saying that mine is using polyester paint, you must ask them, is it common polyester paint or the paint used by your company or invented by your company? Proprietary machine is owned by a certain company only. It's not commonly used. So this one you can see that from the brochure or the educational pack or this one, they will show it to you. Like us, we also show that some product we honestly tell you this is a standard paint. That's why the warranty is different, lesser. Okay, standard paint normally will offer lesser warranty because it's a standard paint that not really captures a certain need. Proprietary is very important. Then the manufacturing process again, according to what standard. Okay, so for that, for paint technology, just like I say, all the paint technology is common use. But whether it's proprietary which means it's patented by a certain manufacturer. It's not commonly in the market. Alright? Then manufacturing process, again, you will see that okay, in the JKR spec also, later I will show you, MS2383 or Australian standard, they will have a certain way to control the paint performance. Okay? So this one, similarly, that consistent adopting the same proprietary paint system, which means This one a bit difficult, maybe you can check your manufacturer, because some manufacturer will be using different paint supplier frequently. They change it because based on cost only. Right? The cost only, which means whatever cheaper, I will just use it. Then there will be a problem for the colors, not only for the color tone, for the color performance also. Okay. Then secondly is optimum thickness, which is this 25 micron and 10 micron at the bottom. This one controlling on that, and the bonding capability, the primer, and also the consistency of the coating itself. They only can perform it accordingly. So what does it mean? I will show you an example. Okay, so this is the thing that in the short term, why? Because you can't always, because you see the light bulbs there, it's a sample that exposed to the sunlight for 12 years, 10 years, or certain years, right? So you can't really always wait for certain years and say, hey, this thing is good. Not in that way, right? So there's a way that we are basing on this accelerated test. So this is the thing that color painted coated steel put into this test to assess the performance whether it will corroded under the paint. It's called CCT test. Okay? So there are two tests in the market. You always commonly see is an SST test. It's called soft spray test. Soft spray test and CCT test different is okay, just to share some background behind SST test is invented 1930s, right, from US. So, but when this test is invented, it's not for coated steel for roof and wall. It's for cars. It's for cars. So they use a salt spray test. Salt spray test means you keep on spraying the salt water into the sample for certain hours, non-stop. After 2,000 hours, take out and see, oh, it's okay, no corrosion, then pass already. Okay? So US, they adopt this salt spray test for cars. But after a while, they see a lot of customer complain. I think some of you maybe see some cars in Malaysia. There's a corrosion happening at the bottom, right? Or the car. It's very near to the tire, right? There's a corrosion happening. But now you won't see that. Because why? Because they see this problem during the time, 1930s, by using salt spray test. Salt spray test, they keep on spraying the salt water, no problem. But they forget one thing is, when the salt water dry up, the surface with the salt, when the human coming in, you will wet again, then you have a corrosion happening under the paint. Alright? So that's why that in 1990s, they're coming out with the salt spray, cyclic corrosion test, which is the sample put in the chamber, they put salt water, they let it dry, humid again, keep on the cycling. So that's why today you won't see any cars with the corrosion happening on the surface. So that's why, just bear in mind that you need to check with them, because cyclic corrosion test is the only test can test whether this particular coated steel will be having the high chance or not with the corrosion happen under the paint, with the blistering. Right? So I will show you some example later on. Okay, of course, exposure is very important, whether the exposure test is happening in the factory, and also application test. This is very important is, whenever there's a manufacturer come to you and say, hey, I have a new product to you from Europe or what, you need to ask them whether you do application test. What do you application test? Which means this coil has been used to roll form the end product and test on it. If they say, no, never, because this coil is very new, nobody tried it before, then you better don't use it. Because whatever thing that not trying, because this time you remember that I show you one example just now, right? The roll form process, you need to test whether any micro crack or not. If the new coil coming in, new product, they never test it with the final application, they say yes, then you are the white mouse to test on it for them. Oh. So this is very important to check with them whether you do the application test or not. Okay, then only come out the final products. Okay, so this is the thing I want to show you. Okay, this is 9 years 9 years exposure. So this is the thing, you see the white color and the red rust. That one is a blistering, which means the rust happening under the paint from the right hand side. Okay, so this is the thing you need to be careful. Salt spray test, you're never able to test it. Salt spray test never. Cut each, okay. So color fitting, as I mentioned, based on delta E, that assess the performance, you can get it from the data sheet. Okay. And this is very important for the primer. Primer also, there's a proprietary paint system. Okay. Primer which means what? Because somebody will say that hey, PVDF very good. Okay. Round color retention best. Yes, can't deny that. This is a technology that will work, recognize that. But if they don't have the good primer, whatever paint on top will delaminate. So this is also very important, the primer. So of course this one I mentioned, I don't want to get into detail. So just bear in mind that I'm not sure other manufacturer. The rest is whatever the thing happened on site, if you want to track it, you track the branding tags, whether it's supplied by the certain manufacturer, right? Okay, so now come to case study to show you some examples. Just like I mentioned about the thing that commonly happen, that maybe you sometimes ignore it, you're not really aware of it, then thing happen, then it's too late lah. Okay. So as I said, some of the case study maybe you see it before, just take it as a refresher. Okay. So this is a commercial building. I think it's Langmore lah. Okay. So you see the center part is a central court. So this one is a bit funny. Is most of the area is already done, but then contractor using other material to close up the center part. Then corrosion happening on the center one. Then it's called as a blue screw product. How come it deteriorates so fast? Then we check it's not the blue screw product. So this thing is very careless in the way that how come you can accept other material to happening in the same project? Because if you compare it, then you big trouble. Why you accept different quality product in the same projects, right? So this one is not that severe. Later on you will see some case study even bad. This one. Okay, this one you see that the center 3 blocks actually it's not they purposely choose this color. Actually, it's the same project happening at the edge in the center 3 blocks, which is there's 8 blocks of it. Floor blocks at the edge, 4 blocks in the middle. Okay, same time, alright? But they're allowed to have a different product in the same project. Then in the certain part, I wish some of you sitting in the behind and see that a color fitting only, but it's not, it's corroded already. It's corroded. So this one, the owner, I mean whoever bought the property, they try many ways already. They paint it, they're re-roofing it. Still, there's an area that still have a corrosion happening. Alright? Cingulum. So some of you may be thinking that, hey, cingulum whether can be used for the surface marine environment. This is the Langkawi Aquarium. It's only 125 meters from the seaside. Alright? Of course, it's a better coating. So we go back and check it every certain years. Until 2020, we go back, it's still in good condition. If you have a chance to go to that, maybe it helps us to do some assessment. Or say, hey, no, you see the thing is corroded already. Okay? Check on the edge, cut edge, then you know it. Okay? And this one is a classic one. It's a ferry in the Labuan. Ferry Labuan. This one is exactly on the side. Okay, just to check on your eyesight whether you can see any differentiation. You see this big picture, and let's say 2014, what's the difference? You see any difference? A minor difference. Okay, the customer want to add on 2 panels or the canopy here, using the same colors. So the one they're using the same colors, then God bless, everything is not faded. Because when you put the thing side by side, you will see the differentiation. So this thing is good in condition, with the colors add on, a new canopy add on. Okay, this one, show you some close up. This one just ignore it, just to show some roofing already corroded. Okay, so this is the thing. Whenever you want to check on this project, is it in order or not, you do and take a look at the if. If you have a chance to climb out, of course it's better. You don't have to check the if. You take a look whether the if is there's any red rust or not. If there's a red rust, that means it's not as bad as what you said. Okay? If you have a chance to climb up, customer say, hey, some area corroded already. You climb up, you just check on the flashing or the lapping. And side lap. You see the edge, whether it corroded. Because sometimes customer complain there's a corrosion. When you climb up and see, maybe localized. Localized, there may be a soft stain or this thing. So, but you want to ensure whether material problem, you just check on the cut edge, whether any red rust or not. Okay? So this is just how Daniel mentioned, I don't want to get into detail. This is a Lacisa protection, okay? Using SX 200. And this is the very classic example. Just now, if you pay attention to what Daniel mentioned, the first metallic coating coil in Malaysia is 1997. So this is the first batch of the coil happening, supplying the project, right? So this thing, again, how we check it? After 22 years, so the cut edge, you also go and check it, whether any corrosion. So this is the thing that, how to assess it. And this is also another classic example. Okay, just show you in the, okay. There's a floor block. Floor blocks exactly the same design. If you have a sharp eyes, you will see the thing happening on one block. There's a behind that. So color faded from a distance away. So this is the thing I always talk to customers. If you want to choose one other product, maybe don't use in the same project. They always have a problem. You don't know who is living inside. This one lawyer is living inside. Damn bad really. Okay? Because this one is not only color fading, because people will challenge you saying that, hey, my property price how? The other 3 blocks in good condition, just my block like that. Then this one we go back and check every certain years, just to show some close up. You will see that it's not only color faded. This one you see them keep on fading from 11 years or that, but also corroded already, right? So this is a thing that maybe you need to be careful. Choose a product, quality product, and also if you want to mix it or try it, maybe use for different project if you want to try it okay. So now I'll get into JKR master spec section G. Okay. So this one, as I mentioned, is based on 2020 version. Because 2025, I still can't really get it. Because it's released in February. Okay. Okay, so before I start, just to highlight here, the JKR spec, the spirit is talking about procure material workmanship for JKR project is adequate, alright, safe and well maintained. So which means that's why JKR spec is very stringent on the material is because the last one, well maintained, because they don't want to spend a lot of time to do maintenance, alright. So this is the key spirit for the JKR spec. Okay. So of course there's a section A to section Y. Of course I won't be able to get into detail for all this. I will focus on the section G roofing, right? Section G roofing. So when you're having the JKR spec, the first thing material-wise, they only for the metallic coating, which means let's say they don't want to use painted coil. Okay, just a metallic coating. You need to comply either one. For zinc coating, you need to comply that Alright. For aluminium zinc, you need to comply MS1196 and AS1397. Okay. But if you want to use, JKR said I want to use pre-painted coil. So which means you not only need to comply the MS1196 and AS1397 if you use AZ, but you need to comply the MS2383. Alright. So 2 standard. And the 2383 is the coil must be able to sustain C3 environment. C3 environment. As I understand, 2025 it comes to C4 already. So you choose the product must be careful when it comes to JKR project. Alright? Otherwise you keep on rejecting that. Okay, then next come to the paint thickness. Paint thickness they only accept these. No matter it's zinc or aluminium zinc. The paint thickness only 25 micron on top, 10 micron at the bottom, right, to resist the weather. Alright, so this is the thing that mentioned in the JKR spec. Not less than that. Not less than that. Okay. Then for the steel grade, only 2. 300 or 550. Actually quite common in Malaysian market. But out of Malaysian market, there's all kinds of different steel grade for coated steel. There's a 440, 345, 330. So all this with using the imported coil, you must be careful because JKR only accept 2 steel grade, 300 or 550 only. Okay, and also for the Penang environment, which is at the rural area, not close to the seashore, at least SZ150. At least one SZ150. As I mentioned just now, yesterday there's a Kuching architect called me. He saying that somebody offered SZ100. I told her that no way, you don't try it. Otherwise, after a while, then you need to reassess the material again because JKR must reject it. Okay. So, but surprisingly, because for this clause 6.1.4 or 5, it mentioned about AZ, but didn't mention about Z. So I'm not sure JKR is openly to accept any Z coating material for rural environment. So this one, I have no comment, but for AZ, you must use AZ150 as a base. Okay. Then warranty. Warranty, no matter you're using Z or AZ, this is the basic warranty that you must get it from your supplier for JKR project. So which is 35 years at least, perforation by corrosion, flake and peel 15, color fading in 10, and dirt stain of 5. So this is commonly that JKR project, you must get this warranty. If you get other product, less than that, JKR also not accepted lah. Okay, unless the SO that they have another document to support that saying that I accept that. Okay, screw just now, I think some of the guests today asking about that, how you're going to protect it, right? So as mentioned in JKR spec, two things. Rural area must be class 3. Cannot use class 2 or class 1. Class 2 actually is for in-house, not outdoor. So class 3 and must be having this EBDM no pill, which is a rubber washer. Must be having that. Okay? Okay, so then section 7, this is section 6 is for the rural area. There's another section for JKR talking about Serbian marine environment, coastal area. Coastal area talking about minimum is SX 200. Cannot be SX 150 anymore. Right? SX 200. But surprisingly, in this section, they mentioned about ZAC, which is zinc coated, is ZAC 350 lah. At least ZAC 350 for the coastal area. Okay? And for school, must be careful because they mentioned it need to be class 4. Class 4. Cannot be class 3. Cannot be class 3. Okay, then also mentioning that the screw is not only applicable for main roof. For all the flashing area must be the same type of screw type. Alright, so this one must be very be careful on that. Actually for common project also lah. Common project, in your private project, you cannot mix the screw because just to share with you, we work with one developer in the project. The supplier, the installer, submit all the sample, everything in C3. But when they install the flashing in C2, then the developer reject everything, have to redo it again. So this thing have to be careful on that. When you assess the material submission of this Okay, so now come to the last part, we're talking about warranty and material performance. So this one is just some guide to you that whether you use the product right or whether the installer do it right on the site or submit the thing according to what they promised for. Okay? Okay, so for the warranty, I think all of you should be aware only 4 of them for the warranty commonly which is shall not be perforated, this is a key one. Then shall not be peeled or flaked, another one. Then cannot be color faded excessively, another one. Then shall not be discoloring by dirt stain. So this is commonly available in the market for all the manufacturers. It's just focus on these 4 warranty. Alright. So how are we going to focus that whether you're doing the thing right or the installer doing the thing right on site, that will not void the warranty. Right? This is very important because if you do the thing not right, you come to the manufacturer, they come and check, oh sorry, you did it wrong already, so the warranty is void. You should know that for all the coated steel roof or wall you install, you cannot return already. Alright, so this thing maybe just highlight to you. The thing maybe you can question to the installer, contractor, hey, whether you do it right, don't void my warranty. Okay? Okay, so this is the thing that this thing is just a numbering game, just to share it openly for warranty. It's numbering game. If I offer 30 years, the other one 35, this is meaningless. But what is the so-called the cap of the warranty? Alright? So actually, okay, refer to this Malaysian EN 1990, 2010. Okay? There's a so-called guideline for you. It's saying that for whatever replaceable structures, but actually don't forget all the roofing walling actually is a part of the structure. I always highlight to a lot of engineers, this is not only architectural product, also is an engineering product. Because why? It resists the wind load. So it's a part of the structure. Okay? Part of the structure actually mentioning the 10 and 30 years. So which means whatever replaceable structure, actually you maximum 30 years, then that's it, because the thing can be replaced. Alright, not like the structure is 50 years. Why? Because the thing have to be there to support permanent structure, so permanent loading. Whatever can be replaced is 10 to 30 years. Right? So if people offer you 40 years, it's also meaningless. Right? So this is the thing that for the coated steel and wall, steel roof and wall, that it cannot be corroded in 30 years, then it will be maximum rating. Alright? Okay, so actually to avoid that, your warranty to be void, you're focusing for 3 main parts. Then maybe you can just be careful or watch out on that. The first thing, of course, from the design. Secondly, is a workmanship. The third one is an inspection. Right? Design, of course, is starting from engineer and architects together with the developer lah, right? Workmanship is whatever working on site. The third one is post-construction. When they hand over to the building owner, what kind of thing you maybe can advise them to protect, because eventually the warranty also have to rely on the building owner. Because after 2 years construction done, they're not doing something right, then also is a problem to claim the warranty. So they must do some kind of the inspection to ensure this is the right thing to do. Okay? So start from design. Design is, the first thing is choose the right product. As I mentioned, not only for JKR, for the common private project, you must have some idea is which product should be used. For the rural area, Benda environment, of course, AZ150 is a benchmark. All right. For the severe environment, you must consult manufacturer. Then if they come back to you, well, maybe most of them will propose you with a higher coated steel, which is AZ200. But some of the project, maybe like you have furnace, you have some very high heat inside all this, maybe you have a certain special product we will propose to you, which is like, for example, you will see some of the, just now I mentioned about the paint thickness, right? Outer is 25, bottom is 10. But some of the project we can do it 25 because of the some different corrosive environment. Right? So this is the case that always go back to your manufacturer. But with the benchmark for the rural area, AZ150, for the severe environment is AZ200. Okay? If you use the wrong product, let's say somebody propose you AZ150, but this is marine environment, you not consult the manufacturer, then you claim the warranty, then the manufacturer says, sorry, you use the wrong product, you can't claim the warranty. Okay, so this is the thing lah. So even this thing also can't deny that some of the building owner, they also kind of the gang. They will insist the thing they want. So I think we really encountered one project near to the seaside. They say, I want AZ150. Use up but no warranty. So which means whatever happened, manufacturer will not come back and let you change the material claim lah, right? So because they don't listen, they want to insist on that, but okay lah, you just use it but no warranty. So if they accept it, we still can supply it. But for the professional point of view, there will be a big problem lah, because they always call you like, hey, how repair it, then how oh, this thing you must be careful on the right products lah. Okay, next is a fastener. Only class 3 or class 4. Just like I mentioned in JK aspect lah. Don't allow any less than class 3, because you will see this thing happening. It's not only the aesthetic issue, they cannot hold the wheel load anymore, especially screw face product. They will fly away. Alright? Okay, if you use the wrong screw on site, if the claim the manufacturer do a site inspection and say, hey, the screw is wrong, also warranty will wire. So this one have to be careful lah. And the compatible material, which is like the lightning conductor or the flashing also. Because some of the, I don't know why, some of the building owner, they accept that to use a premium product for the main roof, but the flashing, they say any product. But eventually, the flashing problem, they come and claim us, but we found that it's different manufactured, also can't do anything lah. The lightning conductor also, you must be careful. If you're not sure, you can just ask us go to the site to help you to assess it also. Alright? So we see that whether this thing can acceptable or not. Otherwise, if this thing happen also, we can't do anything. Because the spirit of the warranty is, you not do it right in the first place, we will wipe it lah. Oh. Workmanship on site. On site, maybe sometimes you go to the site, you see something not right, you can on the spot call the contractor. No, change it. So what should you focus on? Okay, site storage. A lot of people maybe not really aware of it lah. This is also part of the warranty. If the on-site they do all the storage like this, they have a possible or the water ponding on the roofing sheet by itself. If this thing corroded, it also can't clean. So this thing, if you go to the site and see if you're not storage right, you also can comment to them, please do it right for the storage. And then this is a killing point. This is a killing point. A lot of people, especially all the workers on site, they want to do it fast. The installer also, they will do the hot cut. You know the problem of hot cut is they will having the burr, right? And this is the burr, as I mentioned, the burr edge. The burr edge will damage the metallic coating. So which means, if you hot cut it, after a few days, you will see the edge start corroded, we see the red rust already. So this thing actually not acceptable. And so you must ask them to do the cold cut, either use a cutter or using the nibbler, or actually there's another one, it's quite expensive lah. We call cold cut plate. Using the disc cutter also, but the plate is called cold cut plate. Alright? So this thing, if that's happening on site, you just advise them, no, don't try that because you want the warranty. Okay? Housekeeping also, okay, this thing is commonly happen and always get the complaint. You walk to the site, you see this thing. You see the thing like corroded already, actually it's a soft thing, which means people install the thing. Then the soft is retained on the roof. Then when raining happening, you will see this rust already. Okay, when this thing happening, actually it's not covered under warranty. What should you do is, when the soft thing is happening, the worker have to clean it on the spot lah, or at the end of the working day. Otherwise, the next day you will see this thing. Right? So why this thing mentioning here is, maybe most of the roofing walling installer, they know this thing, they will just clean it. But nowadays, what quite popular in solar panel installation, right? EPC contractor, they don't know all this. They install the trunk and everything, then zao already. Then you see the thing, then call Blue Skull or call whoever manufacturer go that. Nobody can help you already. You need to clean it already. So this thing you need to advise on the EPC contractor. Don't try to do this thing on site and damage the roof. Otherwise, void the warranty, then need to compensate it. So the EPC contractor will be the main cause of this sort of thing. Okay, inspection, this is just an advice, but because most of the building owner maybe not really focus on it, but maybe you can just try to advise the contractor from the construction stage and the building owner with the post-construction stage. Because just now I mentioned all these things that in the warranty is just part of it. Actually, more than that in the warranties is not spelled out today. And this one is also rely on the contractor and the developer or the building owner to do the discipline to take care of the steel roof and wall. Okay. So I just list out the thing here. So it's a pre-installation and post-installation. So it's advised that just now pre-installation, which is the thing that delivered to site for installation. Okay, ensure the product free from any damage during transportation, storage on site. Okay, then before installation or during installation, check one round, and after installation, check one round. Why I mention this is because most of the time when it comes to the roof, steel roof and wall, like no kerajaan, nobody take a look. Cloud won't not take a look, IE not take a look one. Freely to do it. Then happening, anything happen on site, then just saying that something happened, go to take a look, already too late already. So it's good that maybe you there's a kind of the inspection on the installation steel roof and wall. Then at least anything not right can just stop it and rectify it before you handle it to the owner. Then post-installation is really rely on the building owner, which is a regular inspection for the ensure the free from the deterioration and also free, which means try to clean it. Especially some of the project with the gutter, alright, all these things maybe need to regularly to clean it to avoid all the water ponding. All this will help the product to serve you according to the warranty given, right? So this is a thing that recommend in the inspection wise. Okay, so that's it for today. So just to highlight the key message, make the right choice, make you worry-free. So don't always rely on the warranty, but maybe need to take a look at quality and how the post-use services are. Okay, so thank you very much. So Brenda, you have anything? Or before we have some Q&A first, right? Okay, so maybe we open up Q&A. You have anything to ask, feedback, suggestion?
Yeah, sorry. Before we proceed to Q&A, right? I have an announcement here. Is anyone's car PPX9158? Sorry, need your help to remove the car. Yeah, maybe can you? Because the manager already informed. Thank you. Alright. Okay.
So I have questions. If let's say I'm planning to use a perforated steel, will the coating be the same method and the test will be the same method as you stated just now?
Right, so talking about perforated or steel. Okay, so normally we won't encourage to do perforated on coated steel. The reason is, but there's a still customer requesting that lah. We also did supply that, but no warranty. Because why? Because normally for the lubang, the hole itself for the perforator is very small. So if the thing is exposed to weather, it will retain the water at the hole. So eventually, after some time, you will see it crying with the rusting rate coming down. So that's why we are not offering warranty, but it can be done. If you use it for indoor, you still can use the coated steel with perforator. But warranty-wise, maybe a bit challenging. Yeah. Any question?
No.
Thanks.
Can you share with us how to do the inspection when the material delivered to site? Let's say just now you share the class 3, class 4 fastener, how we can check whether they deliver the correct product?
Right. So normally, actually, just to share, now my team is actually helping Gamboda Land to do the inspection on site. So what we're requesting to do is, before the inspection, give us the DO and also give us the screw specification. Because screw specification and nothing, and also need to show us the screw head design. Because some will say K, S, kind of that, right? So we must ensure the screw head, the marking is right daily with the specification. So because normally for the screw head itself, you go to the site, you take a look, you don't know what is class 2 or class 3. So we must get the specification right and commitment from the installer that the screw head marking is daily with the classification. Then another thing, you also can request for the test, the screw test, submit to you that this is already tested with the class 3. Yeah. So these is the few things that you can request from the installer. Yeah. Any other question or yeah?
Same issue.
Alright.
What happened is like at site I faced this problem before.
Yeah.
Material runs out.
Sorry.
So material runs out, the screw. So the contractor, by his own decision, he go to this Mr. DIY and buy some screw to use. So I cannot check that one on site. Then is there any way of I can physically assess the quality of the screw?
Yeah, I think the only way to you only can give the pressure to the contractor, because contractor is the guy to approve the payment to the installer, right? So if any batch the thing coming out need to get him to assess, then only can use it for the installation. Then maybe it's one of the gatekeeper. Because you're right, is like I mentioned just now the case, they submit the sample, everything in class 3, they install differently. So the contractor actually quite important. But as I said, the problem is for the roofing and walling for coated steel, and during the time, contractor Takesa, RE Takesa, Cloud Work Takesa, then the problem is that actually Cloud Work also should be the key person to assess it, but nobody there. So I think the only way you can pressure the contractor. Yeah. Because by right, Cloud Work should install to ensure everything in order, but unfortunately it's not there anymore. Yeah. Any question? Yeah.
In the early slide, I saw you have this fire protection coating. It's okay. Fire protection coating is
In the section 1?
yeah, in the early slide.
Okay.
So what sort of protection for fire in the coating?
It's not protection. It's not protection. It's we need to test BS 476 part 6 and 7. So ensure that the material itself is non-combustible and the paint itself not spread. Because whatever bacterial base, you need to test that whether the fire will spread accordingly. So we need to test these two, ensure the fire test is get through. So we test the part 6 and 7 for 476. Yeah. It is, there's no fire protection in the product itself. Yeah. Yeah. So, question, comment? Yeah.
Follow on to that question. You also show the sandwich panels.
Alright.
So is that fire?
Okay, so for that, there were two types. One type is PU. PU is not fire rated. PU normally is used for cold room. Cold room. So cold room, I think it should be fine, if not mistaken, because fire rated is for external wall. External wall must be a rockwood type, rockwood fire rated type. So for the roof, roof normally we don't really recommend to use sandwich panel. It's not only for fire rated. For the chance of water leakage will be very high. To be very open, because first thing is Sandwich panel for roof, you need to screw through everything, right? Another thing is, it will be not in the single long line, because all the PUs come in the modular line. They need to have a lot of inlet. So the water leakage should be higher than the common roofing. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
But I saw many is actually only the roof
Yes.
line, not the.
No. You can go ahead and check with the manufacturing. You can have a site visit because they have a limitation by the line itself. So they can't have a long line as a normal. They're quite long, but it cannot be. Let's say, for example, 20 meter. You can't really do that in the PU. Yeah, I mean not PU, like sandwich panel, because the line itself is controlled by the line. Yeah. Yes. So that's why if you use it for canopy for those that you will not really have the sensitive water leakage, I think should be fine. But if for the big area, factory, all this, I think you should think twice. Yeah, because normally for wall, actually excellence for the sandwich panel. For roof, there's a risk on that. Yeah. Non-fire rated also. Yeah, that's a key things. Actually, in Singapore, there's no way to use PU. It's not allowed. But here it's still acceptable for certain application. PIS. PIS, fire rated. But I think fire rated is very less. I think 1 hour or less than that. But quite expensive. Yeah. Yes.
PU is not not approved by
Yeah. Yes. Because it's combustible. It's not much different than the white color polyform that you use for the home application. I mean electrical application.
So you either use brick wall or use lightweight.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. So PU think twice when you have some kind of application. Yeah. Any other question? Yeah.
How do you normally clean the dirt stain?
Dirt stain. Okay, so actually, if referring to our technical polythene, so it's a very straightforward. Just use a hijack water to clean it. There's no other way, unless that you have kind of the chemical stain or fungus. All this clean will be a bit different way to do it. There's a kind of the suggestion of using what kind of proportion of detergent to water to clean it. But if the normal cleaning is just a hijack water to clean it. Yeah. Yeah.
If you use chemicals, the chemical could destroy your.
Exactly. So, yeah, exactly. So that's why for fungus, all this, we have the recommendation of the proportion of water in the detergent. You cannot just simply buy a detergent to clean it, then you will damage the surface. You're right. Yeah. Any other question or suggestion or feedback? Right. So, okay. Okay, that one actually we are still considering rural environment, alright. So, but because of the, especially like Sarawak, the case, we are a bit worried is because of the fungus. But that one, even you metallic coating higher, also no use. So that one we only can recommend to the customer that maybe using different finishes on this. So like just now, I think Daniel is showing one of the project, Wanawasa. Wanawasa is near to Genting, that one. That one using Vermont. Vermont may be a bit better in so-called reduce the fungus, dirt collection of this. Yeah, so the finishes will be kind of the part of the consideration. Yeah. Sorry?
Means it's dollar and cents.
Yeah. It's dollars, because you need to capture the requirement. Yeah, you're right. All right. So any other things?
Just one, can you share with us regarding the warranty? Is only the product warranty or the system warranty? And then normally it's signed between the manufacturer or the supplier with the owner or the main con. Because some of the common practice is the main con just purchase the material and then ask their own worker to install. So will this one affected the warranty? And also the warranty will give upon issue of CCC or CPC or vacant possession.
Okay, so for warranty wise, normally we will issue to roll former. Then roll former will issue to the main contractor. So for the case that you mentioned, I understand some of the contractors really don't care, they just buy it somewhere to install it. That one you maybe need to be careful because then maybe don't have the way to get the warranty, alright? So when we're going to issue it, actually, we will wait until the project is clear, alright? So we are not, because we are not in the professional line, so we are not until CCC or this, but we'll wait for the project finish, the payment, okay, alright? Then we will issue the warranty to the roof formers. Then roof former will just manage themselves, the contractor, right? So for system-wise, of course, it's not under. I think roof former also not offer the warranty for the system. They just offer the workmanship. Some of them, workmanship. Some of the project you can request for the workmanship warranty, but that one also I don't think lasts long. Maybe 2 years or maybe maximum 5 years. Yeah, for that. But for material-wise, according to what you see here, commonly offering to the roof formers. So in other words, it's better go through the roof former to all these roofing walling installation and purchasing. If leave it to contractor, then maybe have a risk that you don't know whether from whether it's under warranty or this. Yeah. Yeah.
The IR panel, is it suitable to use as a roof?
My suggestion is all the sandwich panel, try not to use it for roof. Even though it's rock wool, also try not to use it because as I mentioned, too many joint and screw fix. So which means the possibility of water leakage should be higher than the long length roof with the system design. Yeah. Yes.
Just want to mention about the coca.
Yeah. Yeah.
How to protect the edge?
This one. Okay, so this one when you see the hot cut on site, actually cannot save anymore. So there's the only way to save it is, maybe was suggest to you, can I use a zinc coated paint to paint the edge? So it's one of the solution, but it's not advisable because first it's very ugly. Then secondly is you don't know whether you paint it right or not. Because if you paint the thing, some portion paint, the others one is not, then it will start corroded also. So in other words, in the first place, you see the cord cut, then actually you should reject it. You say this thing? Cold cut is okay. Yes. Cut it or nibbler or maybe the cold cut plate is okay. So whenever hot cut, which means when you see on site, the installer or the worker, they use a plate, when you cut it, there's a spark coming out, there's a hot cut. Yeah, that one is not acceptable. Yeah, that one will void the warranty. Yeah. Yeah, so that's one, this is the thing that I mentioned about the air sac. So the air sac is better than zinc because aluminium will protect the oxide layer to protect the cut edge. That one will not be damaged by cold cut. But when the fire in touch high temperature, it's gone already. So it will corrode inside. Yeah. So this is a technology difference. Yeah. Okay. Right. So any other question? Right. So if no, then I will just say that as I mentioned to some of you in this morning, right? So we have a team now in the Blue Scope that we can assist you to do the specification of detailing everything. If you need any help, you don't think that, I'm KL, I'll ask you so difficult. No. My colleague Daniel says he will be coming here very frequent, right? So you need any, after today you need to, you see that this thing is good to present in your office, just let us know, we'll come to your office to present it. Alright, if you need us to do detailing, system proposal, all this, we will come to you and advise you. Alright, so yeah, so I think that's it for today. I will hand over to Brenda for the administration.